Good morning, students. I'm your history teacher, Snehal teacher. In the previous video, we learned about important aspects of new dynasties, taxes, land grants, prashastis. Today, we are going to continue with the same chapter, new kings and kingdoms. With the point, how did the early medieval kings acquire wealth? Open your textbook page number 16. Activity 5. All to gain wealth. Read the situation and answer the questions based on this situation. Do you know that petroleum oil, also known as liquid gold, is a cause of conflict among many countries? The risk of armed conflict over oil supplies is likely to grow in the years to come. The situation is petroleum oil, or we can also call it liquid gold, which is caused to conflict in many countries and going to grow in the years to come. Question 1. In your opinion, why is petroleum oil a cause of conflict among many countries? Any guesses, students? As petroleum is a natural resource. What kind of a resource it is? It is a non-renewable resource. It is limited in nature. So what will be our answer? It is a scarce, limited and highly priced resource. Question number 2. How do such conflicts affect these countries? As this resource is highly priced, therefore the countries can lose money in conflict and lag behind in progress. Question number 3 is, according to you, what kind of resource crunch led to fights between the early medieval kings? Resource crunch means it's a critical situation in which particular resource become extremely scarce and overused. So what will be your answers? Can you guess what kind of resources? Our answer will be water, rivers and gold. In today's world, we can see the other countries try to possess the areas of the countries which are rich in natural resources and natural wealth. The same situation was there in the medieval period. The rulers tried to possess the areas which were rich in natural resources and wealth. In 18th century, one such conflict was started between the powerful rulers of the medieval period. Who were those powerful rulers? From which dynasties they belong? Gurjar Pratihara, Rashtrakut, Pala dynasties. All they wanted to have control over Kanauj, which was in the Ganga Valley. What was the reason to control the Kanauj? Because the Kanauj had fertile land and it was suitable for the transportation of goods to the ports like Gujarat and Malwa. All these powerful dynasties had conflicts with each other. Because of their internal revolts, they couldn't control Kanauj for a longer period of time. And finally, the struggle ended in the 10th century, which was started in the 8th century. Now, you must have understood that why historians describe this conflict as a tripartite struggle. Because of the three powerful dynasties involved in it: Gurjar Pratihara, Rashtrakuta, and Pala dynasties. The temples were built by the rulers of the region. Why? Because they wanted to show their wealth. And if the other kings wanted to control over that region, their target was the temples. The ruler of the Ghazni, now present day Afghanistan, Sultan Muhammad, he attacked the rich temples of India. Why did Sultan Muhammad attack the rich temples of India? To build a magnificent capital city. Magnificent means beautiful, attractive, impressive. And he also wanted to expand his empire to Central Asia. Therefore, he started to attack the rich temples of India. Keeping this aim in his mind, he attacked 17 times in India. When did he attack? Between 1000 CE to 1027 CE. He plundered valuable things from India. He attacked in Thaneshwar, Kanauj, Mathura, and Ujjain, which were the important cities of India. Sultan Muhammad attacked on the Somnath temple, which is in Gujarat, and looted all the treasures of the temple. To find out about more people in the new territories, he appointed a scholar whose name was Al-Biruni. Why did he appoint? To write an account of the Indian subcontinent. And he wrote Kitab al-Hind with the help of Sanskrit scholars, which was in Arabic. Now today also it is considered an important source of Indian history. And after the death of Sultan Muhammad, the invasions from northwest stopped, and it was stopped for more than 150 years. After him, the Afghan ruler Sultan Muhammad Ghuri attacked in 1191. Sultan Muhammad Ghuri was defeated by Chahamana ruler Prithviraj III. In which battle he defeated Sultan Muhammad Ghuri? The Battle of Tarin, which was fought in 1191 between Chahamana ruler and Sultan Muhammad Ghuri. Later, these Chahamana rulers were known as Chauhans, and they ruled the region around Delhi and Ajmer. Again, the Afghan ruler Sultan Muhammad Ghuri attacked in 1192, and he defeated and killed Prithviraja III, the Chauhan ruler, in the second battle of Tarin. So, student, remember when the first battle of Tarin fought in 1191 and the second was fought in 1192. Both the wars were between the Chauhan ruler Prithviraja III and the Sultan Muhammad Ghuri. Now, the Tarin in present day, it is Tarauri in Haryana, India. So by this, we can understand that many rulers attacked on the Indian subcontinent's kingdom, and they looted all the treasures from Indian subcontinent. Students, today we have discussed the early medieval kings acquire wealth, the tripartite struggle, the invasions by foreign rulers, how these rulers attacked on India and looted the treasures from the Indian subcontinent. In our next video, we will start with the activity 6. Who were the Cholas? Hope you have understood today's topic. Read the lesson carefully and start to find out the questions and answers given in the exercise. Thank you.